Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first live Ask Max session for today. Last night, we had an exciting training where I introduced to everybody how you can use LinkedIn for free. That's right, free. All right. So you can actually watch the whole thing on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/free leads. Now let me look at something here. Ken, I want to open up your microphone and I'm going to come over to LinkedIn. And I want to bring up your profile.
Okay. I'm glad you're doing this because I wanted to ask you about it.
Well, listen, I got a little note from a staff member. I mean, you've been following me for 15 years,
Yes.
all right? And you're in our March boot camp. But let me step you let me step you through some things. Remember that it's your profile has 4 or 5 important things.
Okay.
The cover, your picture, your headline, and then a little bit about your story. And then we come down here to your experience. Now, let's come up here and let's look at about.
On a side note, Craig Lasson and I collaborate. We're not in the same organization, but we talk often.
Everything changes. And I use Yahoo Mail, and they've just made a change that I absolutely hate. And Okay. So KML Enterprises.
Yes,
That's your initials, right?
correct.
Okay. Now, what are you marketing? What are you trying to sell?
Melaleuca.
Okay. How long have you been with them?
Um, Gosh, since 2006, but I've jumped into too many other things, and I've always come back. Like that's my home. I love it. Um, Everything else that I go into is just not a fit. So I recently jumped into something else, which I won't mention the name of it, but I think the product was phony, and it just gave me an epiphany of how I really need to bear down, build my
Uh,
mental.
okay. Now, here's the thing. Your profile. This is your calling card. All right. This is what people see.
Mm-hmm.
Love the picture. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you need a banner, a headline that's going to make people appreciate you. Um, let me it's funny because I just heard from a student. It's been that I've worked with for years. Now, last time I worked with him was maybe 4 years ago. His wife had a stroke, stepped away from his business. But look at his profile. It's got a headline: "Once you begin to change, so will the world around you." The copy here: lifestyle, lifestyle transitioning mentor, home business coach. Doesn't matter what you put here. Oops. This, see now here, social networking, marketing, communications, entrepreneur. You want when you reach out to people, and actually we should probably talk because again, it's everybody's perception of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In other words, if you want somebody to do business with me, you want people to do business with you. Who are you? Who are you? Why? With the thousands, not forget thousands, with the millions of people that are on LinkedIn, why should someone do business with you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're all familiar with that expression, fake it till you make it. But the truth is, everybody's got a story. And you got a pretty impressive story. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what's your story? What's your story? That has to come across in your profile, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you what your story is. But we got to come down here first. And at KML Enterprises, number one, you want to rename your business, okay? You want to call it something like the Worldwide Wealth Builders Network,
I like that. Sounds good.
or the WWBN. And you're the founder. You're the founder. You're also the CHO, the Chief Happiness Officer. That makes people curious about the whole thing. I mean, who are you now? What, how long have you been in the company?
Gosh, 2000,
2020, you said?
2006.
Okay, so you started this thing in 2006. That's 19 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And again, your story is going to be that, you initially got into this business and you were a customer. You only really started to build the business. But now, for example, what level are you in the company?
Director 2.
Okay. Director 2. How much time do you have to put into your business on a daily basis?
Easily an hour a day, sometimes 2 hours a day.
Okay. All right. Let me come over here. I want to share with you, if I can find it.
I have the ideal work situation to do this. I'm a school bus driver, so I have a 4-hour gap in the middle of my day, run around, do whatever I need to do, and then I'm at home for at least 2 hours every day.
Okay. So, it's only been in the last 6 or 7 years that Melaleuca has been social media friendly.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, you're in the company 19 years. And recently, the company has made some changes. They've adopted social media, making it easy for everybody to build a business. Now, so let's look at all your experiences.
I mean, of course, there's a ton more, but those are the key ones, I think.
All right. Were you ever in the service?
Never. I probably should have been, but never was.
Okay. All right. So what I would do here, well, we can talk about this. Actually, I think professional actor and model, what you need to do is you need to change your resume here.
Okay.
Okay. For example, so for 6 years you were I don't have time to go over that now because I want you to hear this. But for example, right now you're a school bus driver.
Mm.
Now you do that part-time.
It's about 32 hours a week. Summer's off.
Well, what I would do, number one, is I would take off the part-time. All
Okay.
right. And I mean, there's different language that you could use. Let's see, was it 9 years ago? I was working with a woman who had been in your company
Mm-hmm.
for 5 years. Now she started out, she used to be in Tupperware, and she made a lot of money in Tupperware. And then what happened was she got into your company, made D2 by at the end of her first year. But for 3 years, she never did anything. And her husband was really busting her chops about it. So what happened was she was in my October boot camp. And back then, the company had a contest where if you had senior director by Christmas, $10,000. Sure, you remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So she calls me up. She says, I want to get into your coaching program because I want to win that 10 grand. And I said, we got November. half of December. I said, I really wish we would have started earlier. But if you're going to do it, this isn't a 1 or 2 hour a day thing. You're going to have to put in 10, 12, 14 hours a day. And if you're willing to do it, you got a shot at it. Now, back then, my coaching program was $3,900.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on a credit card. Calls me back the next day. I says, Max, I can't do it. My husband will crucify me if he finds out I spent $4,000 on this. I said, all right, we'll issue you credit. But I said, let me just ask you a question. How serious are you about wanting to hit senior director by Christmas? She says, oh, I am very serious. I said, well, with all due respect, there is no way in hell that you're going to do it without my help. Now, if you want your money back, I'll give you your money back. But and I only want to move forward with you if you are committed to putting in that kind of time. All right. So she was the focus of attention to everybody in the November boot camp. And in December, she called in the day she got the call from the company congratulating her that she made senior director, and they were going to send her a $10,000 check. This is let me play this for you. You said that you're about to rank advance Christmas Eve.
I will be senior director by Christmas Day.
Ah.
I have 6 people who have 8 people in right now, just doing what I do on Facebook and LinkedIn. I just want to tell everybody that if you do listen to people and you're truthful to everyone, they're going to do business with you. Don't bring up the business when you're talking to them at first. Wait until it's time to. They'll let you know what they need or what they want, and listen to them then. And that's when you can bring up your business.
What level were you when you started with this?
B2, and senior director is a big jump.
Are you excited?
I am really excited, and I think that everybody that is in my upline are not going to know what to say because I've been director 2 for a while. I've been buying leads. Buying leads does not compare anything to what I'm doing now. I just have never, ever been able to talk to all the people that I've been talking to and have them listen to me and then have them come back to me and say, I want part of it. It's amazing. It really is amazing. And as I tell everybody that gets into the business with me who are business builders, I tell them to just listen to me. If you have a problem with it, just ask me. I'm here. I'll answer any questions that you have. I've even had people who've been on the webinars who have contacted me, not only about my business, but about what I am doing from the webinars to get the people that I've gotten. And I only tell them is that I'm following what you're saying to do, and it works. If they don't follow it, then they're never going to let it work.
When did you think, before we started this, what was your goal of achieving this level?
I wanted to get it by the end of December because we get $10,000 from the company if we make it by the end of December to senior director. And I wanted to give that check to my husband for Christmas. And now it's a reality, and my husband's going to get the check, and he doesn't even know he's going to be getting it. When I get it, I'm just going to put in a card to him and give him the card and say, Merry Christmas. What do you want to do now? Where do you want to go? And I think he's going to be really amazed because he's not expecting it. I haven't kept up with him and told him everything that I'm doing and what I'm doing and the people I'm getting in because I really, really want to make it a really big surprise announcement to him. And when I get the call from the company to tell me what I've achieved, I'm going to make sure he's on the call with me. And that will be something that I'm really, really looking forward to. And this is something that we have been dreaming for 5 years. I've been in the company 5 years, and it's now becoming reality. And it's all because of you and all because I'm listening and I've got it. I know how to talk to people now. I know exactly what to say and what not to say, and it's working. And I thank you for everything, because if I didn't have the course and wasn't working with you one-on-one, I know that it wouldn't be happening right now, but it is.
I know your husband doesn't know about the surprise, but he gave you a little resistance when we started. How does he feel about it?
Oh, yeah, he told me that this was bogus. And he told me that, well, I told you, he didn't want me to do it. He said it was a waste of money. And he said, we've been down road before wasting money. And he said, if it's gonna work, it's gonna be a miracle, because everything that you tried so far with people that I spent thousands of dollars out on, never, never, never did I come up with anything like this. And we have spent a lot of money out on buying leads and working with a couple other people that said, oh, you'll get there. Just follow and do what I'm saying. But and what they're saying is garbage. It's not the truth, and it doesn't work. And everyone that I've talked to, I've told them that they really, really need to get onto your webinars. They really, really need to work one-on-one with you. I told them to make sure that they get into the boot camps and make sure that they really do what I'm asking them to do. And so far, like I said, I have the people that I have in, I'll have 8 people now. They'll be bringing their 8th person in today, which I can't believe myself.
I applaud you for your success. I knew you could do it. And
I wasn't sure. I wasn't really sure, but I've listened to everything you said. I've put it into work, and it does work. I believe. And you have to believe to succeed in your work. I just can't say it enough how excited I am. I mean, I get teary-eyed because I'm like, I can't believe that I'm here. I can't believe that I'm doing it. And I know if I can do it, everyone out there can do it.
thank you very much for sharing your story with us.
Well, I want to thank you, Max, because like I said, without the boot camp and working one-on-one with you and going to the webinars and getting reinforced, I wouldn't have been able to do it. But this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Like I said, I've spent thousands of dollars out, and this is the best I have ever spent, the best that I've ever done. I'm really, really, really excited, and I really thank you, Max. Sorry, I'm getting teary-eyed.
I actually ended up having to pull her testimonial off my website because what was happening was other people in her company were blasting her with questions, and she was being ghosted. Bottom line is this: you want to be successful in your business, there are millions of people out there waiting to talk to you. So Ken, first thing we got to do is we got to clean up your profile and help you become the person that people will want to do business with. Now, I think we have your phone number on file. Are you available between, let's say, 12 and 2 o'clock today?
I'm only available for an hour, 12 to 1. I gotta split it.
All right. I'll try to give you a call at 12:15.
Okay.
And I'll give you some more feedback on things that
Nice.
you can be doing. And let's get you higher than D2.
Oh my God. I would totally love it. Yeah, let's do it, man. I'm psyched. I'm very excited.
Well, here's the thing. What you want to do is, it's not a question of getting off D2. It's a question of getting to senior director. So you want to set up a goal for yourself where, all right, this month you're D2. By the end of the month, you can be D3. by the end of April, you should be D4. And every month you rank advance 1.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what it we got.
See, what I was thinking, you know,
Yeah.
initially senior director will be life changing because I can ditch this bus driver job.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. You can't see this because Aaron posted it in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Says, welcome aboard, Kent. Max is the man. And I certainly am. And Aaron, it's always nice to see you here. I will be back 4 o'clock this afternoon. At 9 o'clock tonight, I have a special training on Max GPT.
Mm-hmm.
See all of you there.